Welcome to this Yin Yoga journey from fatigue to lightness. Have two yoga blocks within reach, and let's begin with Reclined Butterfly. Lie down on your mat, bring the soles of your feet together, and allow your knees to fall apart. Rest one hand on your belly and the other over your chest. Take a moment to settle into the pose. Make sure you are within your edge, as we'll be holding every pose in this practice for 5 minutes. As the body begins to soften, you can always deepen into the pose later. Feel the gentle opening in the hips and inner thighs. These are areas that can become restricted after long periods of sitting. This pose gives the connective tissues time to gently lengthen, rehydrate, and receive nourishment, helping restore ease and mobility. Besides its wonderful effects on the lower body, this shape is also an invitation to let go of tension that may have been quietly accumulating throughout the day. Much of our fatigue doesn't come only from what we do, but also from the constant muscular effort of responding to stress. Tight shoulders and neck, a clenched jaw, a gripping belly, muscles bracing, protecting, and holding tension long after it's needed. Sometimes these workaholic areas remain active even while we sleep. This quietly drains our batteries, representing stuck energy. Right now, invite those muscles to let go, allowing energy to flow freely again. Nothing to fix, nothing to carry, nothing to brace against. Stay with these sensations and simply allow yourself to be. There is no more doing, just being. Slowly bring your knees together and extend your legs long on the mat. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Next, we'll be moving into supported fish. Set up your blocks as you like, one under your head and one under your upper back. You can choose a low or medium height. Begin to settle and adjust until you find a position that feels supportive and comfortable. Allow your arms to rest out to the sides or overhead for more opening, whatever feels more inviting today. Find your sweet spot and let yourself melt into it. We've just opened the lower body. Now we are inviting space into the upper body. Feel the gentle opening through the chest, the front of the shoulders, and the space between the ribs. These are areas that often become compressed from hours of sitting, working, and looking forward into screens and tasks. In this shape, we are not pushing the chest open. We are simply allowing space to return. When the upper body is habitually rounded forward, breathing tends to become shallow and contained, migrating into the upper chest and shoulders. Here, let the ribcage expand more freely in all directions. Stay here and let go completely of your day, your thoughts, and effort. Soften further into the pose with every exhale. Slowly release the pose by removing the support and lowering your spine back to the mat. Take a moment to notice the spaciousness you've created. Let's move to half butterfly. Extend your right leg forward and bring the sole of your left foot to the inner thigh. If there is any strain in the knee or lower back, feel free to elevate the hips or soften the bend in the extended leg. Inhale to sit taller. Exhale to begin to fold forward, rounding the upper back, head moving toward the knee, your hands supporting you. The front of the body is open. Now we are shifting our focus to the back side. Feel the sensation through the back of the extended leg, the hip, and the lower back. This pose is especially helpful for people with a more sedentary lifestyle, where the legs spend long hours in a bent position. Over time, this can lead to shortened hamstrings, reduced mobility in the hips, and a feeling of heaviness and stagnation in the lower body. Here, we gently create space and length through the posterior chain, allowing circulation and awareness to return. We are not trying to force flexibility. We are allowing the nervous system to slow down enough for the tissues to respond. Notice the breath. Notice how it moves without effort. Let the head and neck soften. Let gravity take over. Slowly come back up, release the pose, and switch sides when you're ready. This time, bring the sole of your right foot to the inner thigh. Adjust your position so you feel supported and stable. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to soften forward, letting the upper body fold. Same breath in a different direction. Notice if this side feels different. There is no need to correct it or match it. We are simply observing how the body expresses itself here. Let the weight of the head soften. Let the breath move quietly and allow gravity to do the work. Slowly come back up. Next is Bananasana. Lie down on your back and bring your body toward the left side of the mat. Now walk your feet and shift your upper body to the right, creating a gentle banana shape. Keep both hips firmly grounded on the mat. If more comfortable, cross one ankle over the other and adjust the arms. Maybe hold opposite elbows. You can continue this shape into the cervical spine by gently bringing your right ear toward your right shoulder. Make it simple and supported. With this pose, we shift our attention to the side body. Feel the space opening along the left side of the ribs, the waist, and the outer hip. These tissues are often underused in daily life, as most of our movement happens forward and backwards, rarely side to side. In this shape, we are creating length through the entire sideline of the body, from the hip all the way up to the armpit and neck. This is also a space where the breath can expand more fully, not just forward, but sideways into the ribs. Notice how the body responds when it is giving space in a direction it doesn't often explore. There is nothing to fix here, nothing to achieve, just space being rediscovered. Let the weight of the body soften into the floor. Let gravity hold you. Come back to center when you're ready. Pause for a moment and notice whether anything feels a little lighter, more spacious than it did when you entered the pose. Let's explore the shape on the opposite side. Bring your body toward the right and walk your feet and upper body to the left, creating that same gentle rounded shape. Adjust your arms and legs as needed until you find a position that feels supported and sustainable. This time, feel the length through the right side of the body, from the outer hip all the way up through the ribs, into the armpits, and along your cervical spine. Notice how this side receives the pose. There is no need to make it look the same or feel the same as the first side. Simply observe. Notice the gradual softening that comes with time, and allow the body to settle into the shape. Slowly come back to center. Take a moment and observe how your body feels now that we have explored both sides. It is time to gently unwind and reorganize the back with supine twists. Hug your knees into your chest. Then with your next inhale, stretch your arms out to the sides. As you exhale, slowly guide your knees over to the right, letting them rest toward the floor. Keep your arms extended, or place one hand on your knees if that feels more supportive. You can also bring your opposite arm into a cactus shape, which helps keep the shoulder blade grounded on the mat. Your head can continue the spiral by turning away from the knees. Now we allow the spine to gently rotate. Feel the release through the lower back, the ribs, the neck, and the space between the vertebrae along the entire spine. After opening the front body, back body, and side body, this is where we begin to unwind through gentle rotation. The spine doesn't need to be forced here, simply responds to gravity and time. Notice the breath becoming quieter, less effortful, more spacious. Let the weight of the legs be fully supported. Let the shoulders soften into the mat. Bring your knees back to center when you're ready, and we'll take the other side. As you inhale, extend your arms. As you exhale, your knees drop to the left. Choose the arm variation you practiced before. Once you are comfortable, simply surrender into the spiral. In addition to spinal mobility, twists also create a gentle compression and release through the abdominal organs. This alternating pressure supports circulation and helps the tissues in the torso move fluids more efficiently, reducing that sense of stagnation that can build up with long periods of sitting. Let your body gently wring out any heaviness and welcome more ease in the system. Now bring attention to your breathing. It is common for the breath to become a little shallower in this shape as one side of the ribcage is gently compressed. Use this moment to encourage a fuller, slower breath into the more open side. This allows the breath to reach and wake up the dormant regions of the lungs, improving oxygenation and bringing more energy into the body. We are not forcing anything here, simply allowing the nervous system to recognize that there is more space available than it usually uses. Release any effort from the shoulders and allow yourself to soften into the shape. Come back to center and hug your knees into the chest once more. Then release. We'll now give the body a full reset with waterfall. Place a block or two under your hips and extend your legs up. Adjust the blocks as needed to feel fully supported. Find an angle where your legs feel like they float effortlessly. You can keep a gentle bend in your knees. Allow your arms to rest by your side or extend overhead. This is one of the most effective poses for restoring energy. By elevating the legs above the heart, circulation from the lower body can return more easily, helping to reduce a feeling of heaviness and fatigue in the legs and feet. This gentle inversion also gives the heart a chance to work a little less hard for a moment, supporting recovery while your nervous system shifts toward rest and restoration. As the body softens, many people notice a renewed sense of lightness, clarity, and ease. Practicing just this pose alone can significantly support energy levels. Stay here and imagine gentle water flowing over your body, from your feet to your hips, from the hips to the heart, and finally to your fingertips. Let it carry away tension, stagnation, and heaviness. Feel how the body becomes weightless, as if floating in space. Begin to bend your knees and slowly lower your feet to the mat. Remove the blocks and rest here for a moment. Notice the return of circulation through the legs, a subtle warmth, tingling, or pulsing as blood flows freely again. Let's find Shavasana to let the body take in all that space and openness we've cultivated. Make yourself fully comfortable on the mat. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms facing up. Adjust your body so there is nothing left to hold or support. No effort in the legs, no effort in the arms, no effort in the face. Take a moment to arrive. After everything you've moved through, the body now has a chance to integrate. The front body, the back body, the side body, the organs, the breath, all of it settling into stillness. There is nothing more to do here, nothing to guide, nothing to change. Let the breath move on its own without direction. Let the body drop deeper and deeper into complete surrender. Begin to gently deepen your breath again. Bring small movements back into the fingers and toes, wrists, and ankles. Stretch the arms overhead. Roll to one side and take your time before slowly coming up to a seated position. Bring your hands together. Notice the feeling of lightness and spaciousness in the body. Thank yourself for showing up, for creating this time to pause, reset, and reconnect. Namaste.